My name is Carl Anthony, and welcome to AutoSens here at the Michigan Science Center. We are joined today by Dave Tokic, the Vice President of Marketing and Strategic Partnerships at Aloglux. Dave, we did this virtually last time.
We did.
Now we're in person. How have you been?
It's amazing to be here in person. It is so fun to feel the energy in the room. It's been a packed event for Aloglux, and again, AutoSens is one of those places where it is just full of people that are very deep in the topics, and it's just been really great to see everyone in 3D as well.
Totally,
so finally,
So get us caught up. What is the latest with Aloglux? What's been going on since we last spoke?
Yep, so just a little refresh. We're a software company focused on providing the best, most robust perception.
Indeed,
and we do that through basically two product lines. One is Atlas, which is a optimization tool suite and methodology to automate the optimization of cameras to improve computer vision.
Right.
And then we also do that through embedded AI-based software perception stacks that provide extremely high robustness under all conditions, not only in good lighting, but also in harsh low light, bad weather, and things of that nature.
Right, which is the real world, because we drive in bad weather.
Yes, it's unfortunate in the automotive industry we call these things corner cases, like darkness and bad weather, but that's in every case. We drive all the time in that scenario, right?
So let's dive in a little bit farther to Atlas. You mentioned automating. What is the advantage there of the Atlas camera suite? Why is that beneficial to your customers? What benefits does it provide them?
So today, with the camera development process, whether it's for display purposes or for computer vision, customers need to tune the camera ISP, the image signal processor in the camera, and that's a very extensive, expert, months-long process, and it's ultimately subjective because it's being done by humans with your eye. And it works for display because you are looking at displays, but again, it's intensive and it takes a long time and a lot of expertise. But for computer vision, the human eye never knows what a computer vision algorithm wants. So Atlas provides an optimization-based approach where we're optimizing the parameters specific to particular metrics like mean average precision or whatever computer vision metrics there are in an automated flow that takes only a day or two to complete. So speed, better performance, and real great efficiency improvements for the whole design flow. And you can actually optimize for computer vision.
Right. So there's Atlas, but there's also EOS as well. So let's talk about that. Again, same kind of question. What advantages does it provide the market, and what are the benefits for Aloglux customers?
Perfect. So with Atlas, it's kind of like, let's squeeze the most you have out of your design today and optimize that camera. With EOS, we take a different approach where we actually will bypass this human-targeted ISP that does the image processing, and it's really an end-to-end perception network taking in raw sensor data and trained end-to-end. And through that architecture, through our training approach, using a lot of unsupervised active learning techniques, we are able to provide much, much higher robustness, even beyond what Atlas can optimize for. And so what it allows a customer to do is take advantage of camera-based perception much more than really is capable with traditional approaches today, and that can augment other sensing modalities as well.
Right. Dave, you're an advocate for robust sensing. I've heard you speak about this before. So tell us, give us your perspective. What is robust sensing? Why is it important? And ultimately, how do we get there to have robust sensing?
Perfect. So going back to the point of these corner cases of bad weather and low light, in the ADAS use case, how do we help the drivers with those scenarios? They're driving in the night, a kid walks out into the street. Under normal circumstances, like the AAA has done studies where systems fail in daytime, much less work at night. And so it's really, how do we extract more information from the sensors that we have, apply better approaches, more novel AI techniques to extract the information needed to see those objects, and apply emergency braking in the ADAS use case, or actually enable real automated driving.
Right.
Because it's even more important when we give control to the vehicle.
Yes.
To have a robust system that can operate under all these conditions.
Right.
You know, with ADAS, yeah, you kind of point back to the driver.
Right.
To say, well, they're kind of liable if that happen. When it gets to automated driving, it's solely the vehicle's responsibility to ensure safe operation.
Right. And in addition to vehicles, now we have trucking, even larger vehicles yet. That is a huge topic of discussion right now. Aloglux also has some innovations and solutions there for trucking. So Dave, let's talk about that a little bit.
For sure.
Give us your perspective.
Absolutely. It's an interesting race to see where autonomous driving or automated driving will kind of first get to volume, right? It's been a long time coming, and we're seeing some great things from AV companies that are doing robo-taxis and shuttles, and a lot of excitement around the trucking space because it's a more well-defined operational design domain, ODD. But you also have these huge 80,000-pound vehicles doing 75 miles an hour or whatnot down the road, and you need to have a much longer time frame to affect change, whether it's a lane change, a braking maneuver. And so we're definitely working with a number of trucking related companies to improve not only the robustness aspect of perception through either product, but also how do you improve sensing of depth, how far something is away, whether it's a vehicle, whether it's something on the road like some lost cargo that the vehicle could hit. And frankly, it's usable for both cars as well as trucks, but trucking it's even more important because of the distances involved. And so ensuring that you can enable that in low light, etc., beyond what is really feasible with LiDAR and radar today is super important.
Right. You have a tremendous presence in automotive, the industry as a whole. You've authored papers, spoken at conferences, won a number of awards, all very well deserved. Now you're in trucking, but you're also involved in public education as well with the Partners for Automated Vehicle Education, or PAVE. Dave, tell us about the work you're doing with PAVE.
This is the work PAVE is doing is just a great way of educating the population on what does automated driving, autonomous vehicles, etc. mean? And we feel that we can contribute to that dialogue to try to remove some of the mystery around what does computer vision mean? What does perception mean? What are the types of different technologies and buzzwords people are hearing there? And help contribute to a improvement of knowledge on what to expect. We certainly don't want people just jumping in the back seat of their car and saying, drive me on the highway today, right? But that is happening. So there's this need, and it's sort of the other side of the coin for us. We're super deep on the tech front, really innovating on technology, but we think that there's also an important play to education as well, to the people that are going to be using this technology.
Absolutely. Dave, last question here. When you pack up and you head back home here from AutoSens, what are some things that you and your team are going to be focused on then for the rest of the year going forward?
Well, definitely keep an eye on Aloglux. We'll share a little bit more about what we're doing in this area of longer distance robust perception. There's certainly more expansion that's going on, and that would be under the EOS umbrella. Certainly ongoing expansion in different use cases for perception, as well as what we're doing to expand the Atlas portfolio to support more and more use cases there as well, and configurations of cameras. So
you'll
keep
have,
an eye on us.
You'll have a packed schedule, Dave.
Definitely,
I always appreciate getting caught up with you. From all of us here at AutoSens, we want to thank you for your time and your thought leadership, and wish you the best of luck going forward.
Great.
And thank you,
Carl,
as always.
Thank you again. Appreciate it.
With Dave Tokic from Aloglux. To hear from more thought leaders like Dave, see our AutoSens YouTube channel and visit our website, auto-sense.com. That's auto-sense.com.